We're finally here. How excited are you?
This is the best place to be for boxing, so I couldn't be more excited to be in Montreal to fight at the Center main event. Dream come true.
For guys that are outside of Quebec, trying to make it into this business, how do you see this province and how people excited are here about boxing?
It's a lot different than Ontario. A lot of people out here get the time to train full time. We don't really in Ontario. The sponsorships aren't there. And a lot of the times, a lot of these guys are coming up and they work a full-time job, just like myself. I sell windows and doors, but my boss gave me some time off for this fight because of how big it was. So I put everything on the line for this fight. I'm 30 years old. He's 21.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's been training like hard, just like me. I'm ready for whatever he wants to bring. This is like the biggest fight of my life. I just can't wait to fight at the Bell Center. It's like the biggest venue in Canada. The first one I ever took, but the most I ever took was 3 weeks for a fight. So I know how big this fight is. My boss was lucky enough. We install windows and doors, so in the winter it's kind of slow. So he was all right with it. But I'm actually going back to work on Tuesday after the fight. That's the only shitty part. Well, excuse my French, but yeah.
Are they making it worth your while at least?
Oh, he didn't pay me, but yeah, this is a good fight. The best I've ever made for a fight. So I put everything on the line for this fight. I've done everything right. My strength and conditioning coach got me to where I need to be. My boxing coach got me to be. Everything's been perfect. So I'm gonna go in there. Whatever happens, happens. But I put everything on the line for this fight.
Why was it so long to put together?
Well, we were supposed to fight back in September, and we got an offer to fight Lara for the world title, but they held us for 6 weeks. They kept us saying we had to fight, we had to fight, we had to fight, and all of a sudden we didn't have the fight, and then Yuri Foreman got the fight. It was discouraging. I only fought once last year. I stayed in the best shape ever. I had 2 triathlons I did. My strength coach made sure I was on top of my game. This is the best I've ever felt in the off season. I did a 9-week training camp for this fight, and anything like that I've done has been perfect. So everything's been great.
You said you're 30, he's 21.
Yeah.
I think you've said somewhere that you're gonna knock out the kid up. I mean, how do you perceive him? Because on paper he has more fight than you, professional.
Yeah, but he's only been fighting for 3 years, right? If you look at the guys he's fought from when he started, he fought like every month. Obviously he can do that because he trains full time, right? And out here, it's a lot different than Ontario. You can fight pretty much anybody you want out here. In Ontario, the commission's a joke. Not to say it's a joke, but it is a joke because it's hard to get fights. You can't just fight anybody. There has to go through the commission. If they're too good, they won't let you fight. If they're not too good, if they're not good enough, they won't let you fight. Like, it has to be like a perfect fight half the time. The commission's getting better now, obviously, but it's since I started, it's been tough to get fights. Like how they built me up, obviously. I've had a lot of tough fights coming up. I would say it is because here they can build up their fighters a lot easier. I'm not saying they fought like shitty guys all the time, but it's a lot easier out here because really you can fight anybody. Like you look at his first like 10 fights compared to my first 10 fights, they're not even close to the same. But obviously his last couple guys were all undefeated. But if you look at their records too, who have they beat? Half of them beat nobody. They just build up the record, right?
Does your age can make the difference, and how?
It's experience. He had a lot more amateur experience than me, but he fought younger kids. Like I'm obviously a man now. Like, I'm 30 years old. He just turned 21 or whatever he is. So obviously he hasn't fought anybody like me, and I've said that to everybody that gave me this interview. They're gonna realize once I get in the ring that I'm not here to just lay down. I'm not here to lose. I'm here to win. That's what I'm ready to do.
I'm guessing this has got to be a disadvantage for you because you don't really have a blueprint on him, right? Because nobody's really giving him a challenge.
No, like I've seen his last 2 fights, and obviously he knocked him out in the first round. Like the last one, Jenks was already finished, but he took the fight because I couldn't take the fight. I was supposed to take the fight. We had signed the deal, everything, and then we got the offer to fight Lara, and Camille was nice enough to let us out of the deal. So we thought we had the big fight, and then all of a sudden I got screwed over. I had one fight last year. I'm not even sure how many fights he had, but it's boxing, I guess, right?
So you don't have much to go on in terms of.
No, you know what? I don't care really. After the first bell, it's pretty much me against him. No one's gonna save him. No one's gonna save me. So whatever happens, it's gonna happen. I put everything I have to do into this training camp. I had great sparring. Everything's been great. So I have no excuses, like I've already said. And I'm just ready to get the fans that want to see two undefeated fighters go at it and see what happens.
He said he cannot wait for you to get his first punch in the face, and that you will finally feel his strength in response to that.
Pardon me?
He said he cannot wait for you to endure his first.
Well, I bet you he's gonna, after the fight, he's gonna go over that again and say he's gonna want to take that back because he's never been hit like somebody like me, and he's gonna realize once I hit him, the power's a lot different than anybody else that fought him, and I'll put money on that because I know how hard I hit, and I got into this sport because I hit hard. I was knocking people out on the street all the time. That's what got me in the boxing, and it saved my life pretty much. I didn't know what road I was going down. I was fighting all the time, and then my coach, that's still here today, seen me fighting all the time and brought me into a boxing gym, and I got beat up pretty bad. I didn't like that, and I just kept coming back, getting better. And here I am today, fighting
Kazakhstan, la machine du Kazakhstan, Ablaïkan Koussaïnov.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate it.